Hi everyone, Peter Young, author of The Blue Team. If you have 2 minutes, I've got another book review for you. This time it is The Legends Club by John Feinstein. So Feinstein has written a number of books about college basketball. They're all very well done. This is probably my favorite. I haven't read all of them, but this is very well done. It is about college basketball, the Atlantic Coast Conference, and most specifically, the 3 legendary coaches, Dean Smith from North Carolina, Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski for Duke, and Jim Valvano for North Carolina State. Now, Feinstein became famous in the 80s, you may remember, by writing A Season on the Brink. He followed Bobby Knight, the head coach for Indiana, and their team for a year. So that book and some of Feinstein's other books have a more current events feel, but this one is going to feel much more like history. Like history buffs will read books on the Civil War or World War II, right? Well, if you love college basketball, this is a great history book, and you're really going to enjoy it. The story does revolve mostly around the 3 coaches, and since Coach K is the only one alive, he gets the most ink. The rivalry and the respect between these coaches makes for a fascinating read. And the book is chock full of college basketball history nuggets. And listen, when I played basketball in college, I was an absolute nobody. But I still love to read books like this and see if I can find any connection that I had. And there are several in this book. People I guarded and played against in high school and college, people I coached with. But the best is when Feinstein talks about a game in the 80s in the NCAA tournament between Duke and Temple. So Temple was in our conference, the Atlantic 10 Conference. So I played at GW. We played them twice a year. And so on this one page, he talks about Mark Macon, who was their star guard in the 80s, went on to the NBA. And he says Mark Macon, who had been tearing defenses apart for most of the winter, etc. Well, yeah, I was guarding him. I held Mark Macon to his career high twice until he broke it and had 40-something against North Carolina as a senior. So anyway, funny little anecdote. Again, if you like college basketball, you're going to love this book. It's a good read, The Legends Club by John Feinstein. So there you go, 2-minute book review. If you've liked this, give it a like, give it a share. I always appreciate your comments. And until next time, keep reading.